guys, welcome back. We are back in studio this week. It is chilly and cold and gross outside, and this studio looks much better anyway. Let's get right to it. I know I teased this a few weeks ago. We talked with the dad gamer, Joel Willis. He is now the founder and creator of Channel 3 GG. He's gonna talk all about that with you. We sat down right here just a few weeks ago and talked about all of his efforts and how you can get involved with him. Check it out.
Huge Reds fan, huge Bengals fan, so it's so cool to see a pro esports team here in Cincinnati. It's the greatest thing.
Thank you. We're loving it, and we're loving the support. You were just saying, you know, you're trying to get the word out about everyone and everything, and obviously we love that love for the fear. But we want to talk about you as well, and you know what you're involved in, and your history in gaming, and why you love it, and all that good stuff. So. Sure. I'll have you start wherever you want. Let's start
at the beginning. So I had my first career was in IT and data science and all of these boring things. No, I'm just kidding, but kind of boring. And then I was like, I needed to do something more creatively fulfilling. So I started a brand for dads called The Dad. So any parents out there, they may have heard it, may have seen it. I also wrote for Scary Mommy for a while. And we also created a sub-brand for gaming called The Dad Gaming.
Love that.
It started as a way of just me bonding with my kids. And I'm like, let's bring this to the broader dad community. And it caught on, and it was so cool. Just people, you know, squatting up and laughing and having a good time and meeting people they otherwise never would have met in real life and forming these lifelong friendships. And from that point, I was hooked on every aspect of gaming. Gaming gets a bad rap for not being so social. I think it's the most social form of entertainment. And from there, I was just completely hooked.
Would you do these, would you play like virtually and also in person? How did all that work?
Our timing was pretty nice because of the pandemic, you know, which was unfortunate. But for us, we had just started the dad gaming right before the pandemic hit. So people were craving, you know, that interaction with other people. So we were hosting virtual private lobby Fortnite matches and Mario Kart leagues and Rocket League tournaments every Tuesday. And we were in the right place at the right time. And yeah, so I moved on from the dad earlier this year, actually. And then I was deciding, what should I do next? Channel 3 is like a combination of my tech career, the social media expertise that I gained with the dad, and then the gaming stuff. It is the social network for gaming. It's got content, that interaction, you know, memes and, you know, tweets and articles and news and all that stuff, and videos and clips and all that, mixed with events, challenges, quests, you know, Mario Kart time trials or Super Smash competition, like all of that stuff. It brings both of those things together.
Very cool. What do you love about gaming?
I love gaming because it is the most accessible form of entertainment. You know, anybody, you know, even my grandma, she could just pick up a controller and play a game and have a good time. You know, there's no barrier of entry to having the best time. And it feels amazing going from level 99 to 100. Sure? Yeah. I assume, I don't know.
Yeah. I think for me, yeah, I would say yes.
But it feels equally amazing to go from level 1 to 2. It's fantastic. I think gaming is for everyone, and I think we should knock down all of those barriers of entry and make it become the most accessible form of entertainment. Esports competitions, the thrill of that is incredible. But gaming is unique because we can have that same level of competition, that same production quality and feeling for everyone, no matter your skill level.
And I have to say, I played Super Smash Brothers earlier this summer with Tim, our director of esports, and I had an absolute blast. I had no idea what I was doing, but it was a fun time, and I felt like, you know, I could understand a little bit more about, of course, what Steven and Emma do. And kind of speaking about Steven and Emma, they said, like, you know, the competitions that they go to, they are so welcoming. I've never seen a more welcoming community, and obviously it's competitive, and obviously you want to be the best of the best, but whether you're playing for, like, you know, big money or just for fun, I feel like from what I've seen, I could be very naive to this though, it's been a very welcoming and wonderful community.
Amazing. I think in-person events very much lend themselves to that. Speaking of Emma and Doorstop, can I get them to teach me Super Smash so that I can beat my children in Super Smash? Because they're better than me, and it's like one of the only games.
Look right into the camera.
Doorstop, please help me, Emma. I'll even main Samus. It's fine.
I love it. I'm sure they're willing to give some tips, some good tips and tricks. How can people? Obviously social media is the easiest way to do it, but how can they find Channel 3 and how they can get in touch with you and all of that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, channel3.gg. Just go to channel3.gg, log in, create an account if you don't have one. Check it out. It is very early on. Like imagine any social network in the first few months of existence.
Yes.
There are gonna be like bugs and issues.
Growing pains.
Yes, but I'm doing a lot of the development myself, and I'm here for the feedback. So lay it on me. We'll make this thing, the best place on the internet for gamers.
Very nice. Talking about your work at Miami University. We were there recently. We saw their beautiful esports facility. I'm not kidding you guys when I say we walked around the corner and they were like, go to room, 123, whatever room it was, right? And I think it was in the student center. And we turned the corner and it was like, bam, in your face. You might be looking on your screen right now. The big M, the Red Hawks, the team was wearing their jerseys. They have two separate areas, like a lounge where they can just game and play and stuff, and then they have like a more professional setting where we did some of the interviews. It's beautiful there. The program they have is amazing. And the work you do, you probably have a bunch of those students in class with you, yeah?
I do. I have some of those students, and then some non, gaming major students in there as well, which is fun. But yeah, Miami University, one of the first, academic esports programs in the country. Just really solid, really great program all around. I get to teach esports broadcasting, which
So
is
cool.
essentially Twitter streaming. It's like, what a time to be alive. They have to do one stream per week, at least 1 hour, one stream per week. We build upon the skills. We start with fundamentals and we, add overlays and scene transitions and all of these things, that you might have in a broadcast for esports, right? I think the interesting part is we have a section for promotion because I don't think live streaming content can live on its own. You guys know this very well. Yep. You need to be able to have micro content that promotes your live streaming presence. People love to jump on and live stream because it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's not as easy editing video, but if you're able to edit video down to a minute or less and make that extremely engaging, people will see that, they'll engage with you, and then they'll go follow you on Twitch or wherever to follow your live stream. So that's what the course is. It's about Twitch a lot, it's about live streaming a lot, but then also all of the things that go with that. How do you organize an event, form teams, run brackets and tournaments, and then how do you promote all of that?
Joel, thank you so much for joining us. As always, you guys, you can find everything about him, everything we mentioned here. We'll tag in our socials and we will link on our everything, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and you name it. We'll have it for you.
Cool, thank you for having me.
Of course.
Go Fear.
Oh, I love that. And don't forget, this week we are back with Madden, and you guys can always, if you are in the Cincinnati area, join us at the Hard Rock Casino and the cafe there. We set up every Wednesday evening for that simulation, and it's a really, really great time. You have food and drinks and fun, and you can get involved with us.
Welcome back to the Hard Rock Cafe here in downtown Cincinnati for Madden Wednesdays. Brandon Sejo alongside Sean from 95 The Fox. It is time for the Bengals to take on the Steelers.
Steelers week is always big in both cities. Bengals, a lot of people are up and down on them, but they are right in the middle of the hunt with a lot of other teams. And you look at the rest of the 8 games that they have to play. Every team they're playing is almost in the same position as we are. So Joe Burrow today in his press conference said it best, we control our own destiny to a certain extent.
Here we go, the opening kick and a big seam off the left side all the way to the 41-yard line, and that's where the Bengals defense will get things started.
That's why you're the professional.
Professional is a loose term here. That's a professional play on defense by B.J. Hill. That brings up 3rd and 10 on a 2-yard loss. He's going to hand it off and stuffed B.J. Hill with his 2nd tackle for a loss. B.J. on top of things to start the game. 2nd and 12 after the tackle for a loss. They're going to hand it off to Harris again. And it is at Bengals front, along with Jermaine Pratt, Trey Hendrickson, get the tackle at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 13 for the Bengals D. Speaking of watching the games, hometown watch parties here at the Hard Rock Cafe. Don't forget, you can join us on all Sunday game days for our hometown and touchdown specials. Let's show off these sliders, which
look
are
at that.
incredible.
That's sexy food right there.
It tastes incredible.
That is sexy
There's
food.
a giant onion ring on there. Big mistake there by the Steelers. If it is a roughing the punter, it is going to be 15. If it's running, they'll re-kick it. It is a personal foul, so that is a 1st down for the Bengals if I have the rules right. And it looks like I do.
You do.
An empty backfield for him, and he feels a little bit of heat. Going to run it on his
There you
own.
go.
He gets a 1st down and much more, a 16-yard gain before taking a licking from the Pittsburgh secondary.
That's where Joe needs to learn to slide. He's not the best slider.
Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Burrow under center with 3 wide receivers to his right. Dropping back to pass. Gets it complete, and that's going to be a touchdown to T. Higgins. 9-85, just like the good old days. Burrow, Higgins, 6.
I love T. Higgins in this game.
Like we've said with our Madden Wednesday simulations here at the Hard Rock Cafe, they've been pretty spot on with the simulations. Great sack there by the Bengals. Akeem Davis-Gaither hitting to Kenny Pickett to make it 2nd and 20. That's the defense in the linebacker room responding in a big way.
I mean, I know we're watching Madden 23, but to me, this almost seems real. Like I start moving, I start jumping, I get emotional about this.
Here's Money Mack looking to tie things up going into the break. McPherson swinging the right leg, and it is up. It is good. Bengals tie things up at 10 apiece.
What I tell you.
For Jamison.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's see what they feel. No, not even an RPO at all.
Oh, thank you.
Straight pass. Hayden Hurst
Get
to the
in
end
there,
zone.
Big Red.
Touchdown,
Get in there.
Big Red. Is he riding the saddle? How about
Look
that?
at that. The berserker riding into battle. Give him 6.
Bengals take the lead by a touchdown in Pittsburgh on a beautiful 42-yard score. Burrow to Hurst. I like that celebration.
Beautiful pass, wide open. And this is a guy, the only thing that
Save a
worries
horse,
me.
Ryder Hurst. Burrow under center again, looking to throw deep, going for the home run, ball towards the end zone. It is caught at the 5-yard line by Tyler Boyd. TB a few yards away from a TD.
But this is the guy you want right now. Joe Burrow, this is where he shines.
3 wide up to the top, Mixon into block. Now he goes away. Across the middle, Big Red, a 1st down. The Bengals with 37 seconds field goal to
You
go to
have
overtime.
Got to be kidding me. Free football.
Evan McPherson, it is up, and it is good. We have a tie ball game. Bengals and Steelers 20 apiece with under 15 to go. Here we go. Burrow, 1st and 10. 4 wide, looking to pass again. Going towards the end zone. It's Big Red, and he gets all the way down to the 4-yard line. Is that 5 straight passes to Hayden Hurst?
No, that's
Oh, it's Wilcox. It goes Wilcox. Mixon, who's going to get the ball? It's Wilcox, walks off. Bengals a winner in Pittsburgh. The feel-good story after the bad snaps. He dives in and wins it in overtime.
This is a huge win for the Cincinnati Bengals, making a statement right now in the AFC North. They've come a long way from that first game against the Steelers. And
once again, we want to remind everyone, go ahead and download the Hard Rock Sportsbook app. Right now, you'll be eligible for a $200 bonus bet. Go to the Google Play or App Store and download the Hard Rock Sportsbook app today. So the Bengals get the win in overtime, defeating their arch rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers, their first division win of the year.
In addition to that, you guys, this week we gave away a Joe Burrow signed football, and that was all for just joining us on our Twitch stream, especially if you're local or wherever you're watching us from. You can take part in that, and it's an easy way to enter and win some really cool big prizes. We hope to do more of that in the future, so stay tuned for that. In addition to that, check us out, ESTV. We've got the links to all of that on our socials, and make sure you check us out still on Tik Tok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are very, very active really on all of those, but you can get ahead of others with the competitions and the giveaways on Instagram especially. We post a lot there for you first, guys. That's it for this week. We will not be back next week with the show, but next week we will have some really cool segments from really the past year. And that's it. We'll see you in a few weeks. Hope you guys have a good one.
Bottoming out.
Yep.
As is. And Mecca will get it.
Able to flick it hide.
And here's Wave. And they are going to punch their ticket in.